Mga ate at mga kuya, welcome back to PuTo Mendoza in Canada. Today we have a very, very special guest. My brother-in-law Sam from Vancouver. So nagluluto siya sa baba ngayon. I'm gonna ambush him and do an impromptu interview para malaman ng mga viewers natin out there life in the army. Because my brother-in-law, he's a Canadian Armed Forces veteran, retired veteran. So come join me. This is a rare occasion. Let's interview my brother-in-law so you can get a glimpse of how life is in the army. So guys, let's go downstairs and ambush my brother-in-law. So guys, my brother-in-law, okay, my brother-in-law is here from Vancouver. Binibisita niya amin, binibisita siya kami. And gusto kong tanong sa inyo, how many Pinoys do you know are in the Canadian Armed Forces or was in the Canadian Armed Forces? Ako meron, pamilya ko. It's my brother-in-law right there, veterano. Right there. So I figure I make this video just to show people out there that this is another arm of employment, another arm that you can travel through to pursue a career. And for my brother-in-law, it's been quite good. And he's here today to tell you his story. His name is Sam. He's my wife's brother. They live in Vancouver right now, but originally they were from Toronto, where I met him and my wife 20 plus years ago. So this is my brother-in-law, Sam. So Sam, how did you get started in the army? Tell me. Okay, by the way, guys, this is all impromptu, okay? Walang edit to. All right? This is straight from the source, no edit.
No, I came to Canada in 94, 17 turning 18, and I always wanted to be part of the military.
Tagalog ka na.
Yeah, okay, Tagalog na.
Tagalog na.
Yeah, so, ano ba ito? May kaibigan ako sa nakilalang kaibigan sa Toronto, first month or two. That's how you started networking, di ba?
Yeah.
Kilala, and then here and there, trabaho, whatever career.
Mm-hmm.
So nabanggit ko na, mahit ko gusto kong sundalo tapos Pilipinas. And then, okay, may kaibigan ako na after na sa sundalo. His name was Griffin.
Ilan taong ka nun?
I was 18.
18. Nasa high school ka pa nun, di ba?
High school, yeah.
Okay.
So we came in June. I think I met the guy like September, October of 94. Introduced me and then we started the process. Back then, medyo matagal lang konti pa dahil wala pang technology sa computer.
So anong year to nun? What year was it?
1994.
1994. Okay.
1994. Mga September, October, November, we started the process. Right? So yung kaibigan ko na pinakilala sa isang sundalo, it took almost a year. By the time na nag-sign ako, was October 1995. So let's say a year ng process ng application. That includes included the physical, right, and the written and the interview. And then pagka okay na lahat, and your health, right, medical examination, then you sign the dotted line. At that time, good for 3 years kasi hindi pa ako permanent resident, hindi pa ako citizen. You can join then as an immigrant, permanent resident, sa reserves up to 3 years, and after that they give you the chance to get your citizenship.
So Sam, nung nasa high school ka, nagpa-part-time ka na sa army noon, di ba?
Yeah, the following year. Yeah.
The following year, right?
Following year.
So you were in school and doing the army thing at the same time?
Yeah, back then, once a week may paring, and then the training was every other weekend.
Okay.
Right, and I think after a couple of years, because of the cutbacks and everything, it became every 3 weeks ang exercise.
So ano naging position mo the first time they took you in?
I joined as a field artilleryman.
Okay.
Meaning yung malalaking bala sa kanyon.
So yun ang first position mo?
Yeah, that was the first one. 7 years.
7 years.
And then, nag-transfer ako ng regular force
Mhm.
after getting my citizenship. Transfer ako ng regular force, meaning full-time.
So nung nakilala kita, ano na position mo nun? That was the early 2000.
I was still in the field artillery. I just got back from
Bosnia, di ba?
Bosnia, yeah.
So pumunta ka sa gera, dinala ka sa gera.
Yeah, I was more like peacekeeping.
So did you have like yung mga guns, yung mga Armalite, yung the whole gear?
It's always ready. Always ready ka. Kasi operational na yun eh.
Okay.
Right? But it wasn't like Afghanistan. So it's a good thing out of it. Because, but anyway, it's another topic, right?
So when they sent you to the war, takot ka ba? Natakot ka ba? Or na-concern ka ba?
When you're young, right? And that was your dream, and it was part of your job, and you're not looking into getting hurt. Really, it's like more like you're no, this is it.
Dahil nakikita natin yun sa mga movies, di ba? Like you have the gun, you have the ammo, you have the gear. I mean, para kang superstar nun, di ba?
No, that's what you feel. Like you feel some sort of pride, kasi nga, this is it. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
That's right. That's right.
But luckily, yung peacekeeping namin, it wasn't too tough or hard. There was no really conflict. The conflict was over sa Bosnia at that time. So there's always hiccups here and there. Kasi sa akin lang, ang giyera or ganyan is like ang unang dahilan is mga politicians.
Yeah.
Kasi the soldiers are expendables.
Yep.
I now believe na it's wrong kasi nga. Diba?
So Sam, nung pagbalik mo from that tour in Bosnia, did you get a hero's welcome?
Yes.
Were you considered a hero, a Canadian hero?
Yeah,
Technically, you were, weren't you?
No, I don't think that's the word. That as a soldier, I think no soldiers are looking forward to becoming a hero or getting a medal because of service.
Okay. No, go ahead.
At the end of the day, pagka matagal ka sa sundalo, you care more about your buddies to your left, to your right.
Yeah.
Right, to the one in front of you, and sometimes you don't have to worry about your back because somebody got your back.
So totoo yung sabi nila sa mga movies, right? Like, pinaka-importante talaga is your team, your crew, because they have your back, they have your front, they have your side, they have, they got you covered, right?
Yeah, so you become family, right? Eventually, yeah, you may not be as close as your other friends at the home of your siblings.
So Sam, nung na-accept ka sa army the very first time, is this really what you wanted to do as a career, as a profession?
Yeah, that time I was young. I didn't know about career and profession, but I loved being in the military. Just growing up, like watching this Civil War movies in the Philippines. And there was a soldier back home when I was young. I always see him in his uniform.
So kailan mo naramdaman na this is your career path, that you're gonna see this all the way through? Like what point in your young life did you acknowledge that this is the path for you?
I think around 1999. Right, when I went to New Brunswick, I worked there for like 5 months, and I worked with field engineers, right? The one that like set up booby traps and stuff like that. So it's not like you're doing heavy machinery. It's a lot of things. Basically, it's field engineers. It's one of the toughest trade. And we call them like first in, last out.
First in, last
in the
out.
battlefield. They go in first. You would think infantry, but they do go in first.
So marami kang natutunan doon sa New Brunswick, right?
New Brunswick.
New Brunswick, yes.
Like I was thinking about more the post-military, because I was thinking, you know what, I can learn how to drive heavy machinery.
That's what I was gonna ask. Right? So nung nasa military ka, like they sent you to school within the military, right? Like they taught you how to like operate heavy machinery, like helicopter, tanks, and all of that.
Depends sa trade mo, right? You can't do everything. So they have different trades. So you have trade infantry, which is the foot soldiers, the one that you see carrying, walking for long distances. The one, the does the first contact with the enemies and stuff like that. And you have the artillery, which I was, rear, and then you send this big ammo to support the infantry guys.
So did they teach you how to drive tanks and helicopters and?
Yeah, it depends on your trade. So for me, we have trucks in the military, and the basic one. Most military personnel, they do vehicle training.
Tagalogin mo na.
So depende sa trade mo. Sa amin may mga medium-sized truck to hold yung hilahin yung baril na malaki, which is the artillery gun. And you could be a driver, and there's a communication, which is obviously the radios, communications and stuff. And pwede ka rin sa support sa logistics, right, with yung mga supplies.
So really, the army is like an industry in itself, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if you get accepted in, there's so many different doors that will open up for you within the army that they can train you in. Correct?
Yeah. So you have to just make sure that you sit down and what do you ask yourself? What do you really want? What are you really good at? And then you just balance it out. Kasi, halimbawa, gusto ko talagang maging infantry, but may injury naman ako. I cannot na. So, then you have other choices.
So, how long were you in that initial position for?
7 years. So, 95 hanggang 2002.
So when you got promoted, yes?
Yeah, from not to the rank of where I wanted to, but corporals. You have private and the corporal. Yeah.
So guys, in my previous videos, that's when I kind of mentioned my wife moved in with me to Brantford because Sam took a promotion and he had to move to Petawawa. Okay, so I had no choice. Either me and my wife start a life, or my wife end up going with Sam to Petawawa. So that's why we all ended up in Brantford. Just so you know. Okay, continue.
Yeah, so that was the time. So. Yeah, so it's just a matter of sitting down and be honest to yourself. Maging totoo ka lang, and sa sarili mo, ano bang gusto mong gawin? But at the same time, sana ka magaling. Right? Just because ang gusto mo, you try your best. If not, then you have to accept that, di ba? And then, sundin mo yung kaya mo din na hindi na yung gusto mo.
So, would you recommend the army to some young kid out there that's not too sure about what they want to do in life? Would you recommend the army life?
Of course, yeah. You're gonna gain a lot. Diba? Matututo ka ng skill na gusto mo o hindi. And after 3 years, kung gusto mo regular force, kahit as a reserve, part-time, spend 3 years the minimum. Kasi 1 year, wala kang matututunan kung basic lang eh.
So does the Canadian government take care of you as an army employee, I guess, if that's what you want to call it?
Government employee ka na rin eh. But big difference kasi nga sa militar ka, hindi ka, ala kang union. So you're protected but you're not really protected. Halimbawa, alam niyo naman sa sundalo, pagka may ginawa kang mali, they can punish you per se or discipline you differently katulad sa civilian. Kasi pag civilian, ukuhan ka lang sa supervisor mo, okay, huwag mong gawin ito ulit. Then meron kang reprimands.
So Sam, what was your official title or rank before you retired?
Master Corporal, which is one rank below sergeant dito. Right?
Brother-in-law ko yan, guys, okay? So don't mess with me. So what I was gonna say, so if you had to go back, would you do anything differently?
Sa career ko?
Within the army, would you have learned how to drive a helicopter, a plane, or or were you able to fulfill most of the things that you wanted in the army?
I think I was satisfied at the end, but not entirely happy kasi nga, halimbawa, during the time na the process ng release ako, that was at the height ng Afghanistan eh.
Oh.
So being a combat arms before, as a sundalo, yun ang gusto mo eh. Gusto mo ma-experience yung bagay.
Di ka ba natatakot nun to get deployed into war?
Yeah, everybody's takot eh. But hindi ka pwedeng laging takot.
Oh, one question. I'm pretty sure my viewers will want the answer to this. Kunyari nagkagera. Is it mandatory for you to go?
Sa Canada, hindi.
Hindi. So you can say no.
You can say, wala tayong, nakalimutan ang tawag dun eh, draft. So unlike in the States, bago before, in Vietnam War, they can force people to join. Canada, wala. Voluntary in Canada.
Okay.
So
they can't force you to go to war kahit na sundalo ka dito sa Canada.
sundalo ka, yes, mandatory ka.
Oh, you have to go to war.
Akala ko as a civilian.
No. You have to go to war kung sundalo ka, di ba?
Yeah, pagka sundalo ka, they have to, kanya, unit mo.
So what if you refuse and you just want to do office work?
Then you can be sent to jail.
Oh, pwede ka makulong.
Yes, pwede ka makulong. Kasi, and then, ang gawin naman karamihan, kanya, meron silang issue sa pamilya. Meron silang physical or medical
condition. Yeah.
Right? So they use that because they need to use it. I don't think a soldier would walk away.
So Sam, overall, your experience in the Canadian military as a retired officer, how would you?
Non-commissioned officer.
A non-commissioned officer. How would you rate it? Like, was it a fulfilling career in the military for you?
At the end, yes, there was a lot of ups and downs, and you can do another topic kasi I was released medically, right? So, ibig sabihin, hindi natapos yung term ko na 20 years, 14 years lang. Cut short yung career mo. So, siyempre, pagka mahal mo isang trabaho mo, and then madidispatsa ka na, siyempre, you go through a lot, like emotional and stuff like that. But eventually, it was a blessing in disguise sa akin because I was able to look after my family. So yeah, still recommend it. Yeah, I had some hiccups with the Canadian Forces, but at the end of the day, right, you take what you can, right, and you learn what you could. You know, all the bad experiences, you learn from it, and then make sure na you carry it forward so you don't do it to other people, or other people may do it to you again, but ready ka na, right? So guys, for all of you Pinoys out there that are wondering if they can join the Canadian Armed Forces, that is my brother-in-law Samuel. Sam, we call him Sammy Boy, and yeah, he's a veteran of the Canadian military, so it is possible, and you know, it can be a very fulfilling career. So yeah, sana naman meron kayong nakuha kahit konti, or at least you got entertained a little bit, because I know for a fact, you know, there's not a lot of Pinoys out there that can say, hey, you know what, I'm a military veteran with the Canadian Armed Forces, and my brother-in-law happens to be one. So thanks for joining me. This is PuTo Mendoza in Canada, wishing you good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Stay hungry, stay humble, keep your hustle strong, guys. I'll see you on the next video, and subscribe to my channel. Alright guys, see you later.